Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained, guilty, or confused without knowing why? Like you just agreed to something you didn't want to do, or apologized for something that wasn't your fault. Most people think manipulation is a loud, aggressive act. It's not. It's quiet. It's the subtle art of pulling your emotional triggers until you dance to someone else's rhythm. Today, we're cutting those strings. I'm going to show you the psychological backdoor manipulators use to enter your mind, and how to master your emotions. So, how do we stop the reflex between the stimulus, what they say, and the response? How you react, there is a tiny space. That space is where your freedom lives. Manipulators thrive on urgency. They want you to react now. They want your emotions to boil over so your logic shuts down. Your first weapon is the 10-second pause. When you feel that heat, that guilt, or anger, just stop. Don't speak. Observe the emotion as if it's a weather pattern passing over a mountain. You are the mountain. The emotion is just the rain. Ask yourself, is this my emotion, or is this an emotion they are trying to plant in me? If someone is making you feel like you need to prove your worth to them, they are already losing because you've identified the pattern. The button no longer works. You're not just reacting anymore. You're observing, analyzing, and choosing. This small gap of time is your shield. It gives you back the power they're trying to take. By simply pausing, you disrupt their entire game. They expect an immediate emotional reaction, and when they don't get it, they can't manipulate you. This is the first step to reclaiming your power. You don't have to fight fire with fire. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of space. To stop being a puppet, you first have to understand the strings. Manipulators go straight for your weaknesses. They just use your habits against you. We all have emotional hot buttons. Maybe for you, it's a deep need for approval, or perhaps it's a fear of conflict, or even chronic guilt. A manipulator is like a professional scout. In the first few minutes of meeting you, they're actively searching for these buttons. Once they find your triggers, they don't have to force you to do anything. They just need to press the right button. If they know you can't stand being called selfish, they'll frame every single request as a test of your generosity. For example, a partner or friend does something to hurt your feelings. When you try to talk about it, they turn it around on you. The manipulative framing, I can't believe you are bringing this up now when I've had such a stressful week. I thought you were more compassionate than that. Now, the conversation isn't about their mistake. It's about whether or not you are a compassionate person. You end up apologizing to them just to prove you aren't being mean. You think you're acting out of free will, but you're actually reacting based on a programmed emotional reflex. It's time to learn your own programming. Now, identify your triggers and don't let others use them against you. This isn't about becoming heartless, it's about becoming unshakable. First, let's talk about the game. Manipulators are masters of emotional chess. They use your kindness, your guilt, your fear, and even your love as pawns to get what they want. They might start with subtle guilt trips, making you feel responsible for their happiness, Or maybe they use charm, showering you with praise until you feel indebted. Then there's the classic gaslighting, where they twist reality so you start doubting your own sanity. They'll say, "You're being too sensitive," or "That never happened." They isolate you, making you believe they're the only one who truly understands you. It's a slow, quiet invasion of your mind. But once you see the moves, you can start planning your own. So, how do you win a game that's rigged against you? You don't play. You become the game board itself. The first step is what I call emotional fortification. This is about building a mental fortress, so strong that no manipulator can breach its walls. It starts with self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are my emotional triggers? Is it the fear of being disliked? The need to be the hero? Guilt? Write them down. Acknowledging your vulnerabilities is the first step to protecting them. This isn't about eliminating these feelings. It's about understanding why they have power over you. Every time you feel that pull, that urge to react, pause. That single moment of hesitation is where your power begins. It's the space between their move and your response. Now for the blueprint to control your patterns. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean not feeling them. It means auditing them. Step 1. Identify your shadow pattern. Are you a people pleaser, always saying yes to avoid conflict? A defender, quick to justify your every move? Or a fixer, trying to solve everyone's problems? Know your archetype, so you know where you're vulnerable. Step 2. Set the internal boundary. Decide right now what you will never compromise on: your peace, your values, your time. When a manipulator hits that wall, don't get angry. Anger is an emotional reaction they can use. Instead, be the grey rock. Grey rocking is giving short, non-committal answers. I see, maybe, but I'll think about it. You become so boring, so emotionally unresponsive that the manipulator loses interest. They cannot feed on a person who provides no emotional fuel. The world will always try to tell you who to be, how to feel, and what to give. But when you master your emotions, you reclaim your sovereignty. You are no longer a victim of your impulses or someone else's shadow. You are the architect of your behavior. If you felt those strings being pulled recently, comment below with the word aware. Let's start the process of cutting them together. Subscribe to master the machine that is your mind. I'll see you in the next